Hello everyone, welcome to Indian Judicial Service. Today we are discuss here the Indian Contract Act 1872. This video is the second video of top 300 MCQ of Indian Contract Act 1872. In this video we cover most important topics like communication, acceptance, revocation of communication, when communication is completed, and revocation of proposal, acceptance, what are the necessary conditions of the valid contract, minor contract, like this. These things we discuss in this video. Before starting this video, I request you to please click on like button. Your one like promote us and motivate us to improve our video qualities. So please click on like button. Now starting here. Question number 16. Under section 2C, promisee is the first option here, the person who make the proposal. Option B here, the person who accept the proposal. In first option they make proposal and second option accept proposal. And third option C here, a person who makes the promise, and option D here, a person whom proposal is made. So in promisee, the promisee is a person who accept the proposal. So our answer is here option B. And a person who makes the proposal is called promiser. So who makes the proposal is called promiser, and who accept the proposal is called promisee. So answer here option B. Now next question. Question number 17. The goods display in a shop with a price tag, this is very important, is an option A, offer, invitation to offer, counter offer, none of the above. So our answer is here option B. It is invitation of offer. Every price list and the price memo and these all things are only invitation of offer, not offer. So in the good display in a shop with price tag is a invitation to offer. So option B is correct here. Again same type of question here. Question number 18. A tender is, so it is clear here, tender is also an invitation to offer. So again option B is correct here. Now question number 19. The communication of a proposal is complete. So this question asks when the communication of a proposal is complete. Option A, when it put in the course of transmission. Option B, when it come to the knowledge of the person to whom it is made. And option C, when the proposal is communicated to the person whom it is made. And option D, none of the above. Again our answer is here option B. When it means a communication of proposal is complete when it come to the knowledge of a person to whom it is made. So in that time when the communication of proposal complete when it come to the knowledge of a person whom it is made. So answer is here option B. And this thing is provided in section 4 of Transfer Contract Act 1872. Now question number 20. The communication of acceptance is completed as against the proposer. So communication of acceptance against the proposer is completed. So this thing is again taking from the section 4. These things, section 4 dealing with the communication when completed. And in this question they ask the communication of acceptance is completed as against the proposer. So communication of acceptance is completed against the proposer when it put in the course of transmission to him so as to be out of the power of acceptor. This is very important. It to be out of power of acceptor. So now take our options here. When it come to the knowledge of the proposer, no, it's wrong option according to section 4. When it is put in the course of transmission to him so as to be out of power of acceptor. Yes, this is our answer here. So option B is correct here. Again, the communication of acceptance is complete as against proposer when it is put in the course of transmission to him so as to be out of power of acceptor. So this thing is there. And in second provision, as the against acceptor, in this question it is as against the proposer, but when it against the acceptor it completed when it come to the knowledge of proposer. So the communication when completed against the acceptor when it come to the knowledge of proposer. So in this question answer is here option B. Now question number 21. The communication of acceptance is complete as against the acceptor. So this question is also related to section number 4. Section 4 dealing here communication when complete against acceptor when it come to the knowledge of proposer. So when it come to the knowledge of proposer. So in against the acceptor come to the knowledge of proposer, and it against the proposer it only when the communication complete against the proposer when it put in the course of transmission to him, so to be out of the power of acceptor. But in the case of acceptor it is only come to the knowledge of proposer. So according to this question, answer is here option A. Question number 22. Revocation of offer by letter or telegram can be completed. So first of all we discuss revocation of offer. So revocation of offer be completed at the time when it is out of the power of a person who make it. So this is very important word, out of a power. Out of power. Who make it? Who make it? In that time revocation of offer is completed. Let's take an example to better understand. Where A is, so A is a person there and who want to revoke the proposal by telegram. So A want to revoke the proposal by telegram. So revocation is complete against A when the telegram is dispatched. When telegram is dispatched, so in that time revocation is complete against A, and when the revocation is against B means he sent to letter or telegram to B, and it is only again complete against the B at the time when it received. So when it is received by B, in that time it against the B, and it against A only that time when it is out of the power of A, means when the A is dispatched, when the A send the letter or telegram, means telegram is dispatched, that time the revocation of offer is complete against A. So according to our question here, so revocation of offer by letter or telegram can be completed when it is dispatched. So answer is here option A. Now question number 23. Acceptance to be valid must, so acceptance to be valid must be absolute, be unqualified. Option C here both be absolute and unqualified. Option C be conditional. So acceptance to be valid must be absolute and unqualified. So our answer is here option C. Now this thing is provided in under section 7. Under section 7 dealing with the acceptance must be absolute and unqualified. So answer is here option C. In which section? Under section 7 of Indian Contract Act 1872. Now question number 24. The contract with or by minor is, so contract with or minor is void ab initio. This is very important thing. So contract with or by minor is void. So void ab initio. So our answer is here option B, and this thing is decided in case of very important case, most leading case here, Mohri Bibi versus Dharmodas. ILR 1903. So in Mohri Bibi versus Dharmodas case, the court decided that the minor contract is void ab initio. So according to our question, the contract with or by minor is void. So answer is here option B. Now question number 25. A contract which ceases to be enforceable by law become void. Option A, when it is ceases to be enforceable. Option B, when before it ceases to be enforceable. Option C, no such condition necessary, and option D, none of the above. So in this question, contract which ceases to be enforceable by law become void when it ceases to be enforceable. So our answer here option A. Question number 26. An acceptance can be revoked. So the provision of acceptance can be revoked in section 5 of Indian Contract Act 1872. Section 5 dealing with the revocation of proposal and acceptance. So according to section 5 dealing here, an acceptance may be revoked at any time. So an acceptance may be revoked at any time before the communication of acceptance is completed as against, so is completed as against promisee, so against acceptor, but not, so this is very another important point, but not afterward, so not afterward. So according to this question, an acceptance can be revoked at any time before the communication of acceptance is complete against the promisee. So section 5 dealing with against the acceptor, same thing, a person who accept the offer who become promisee, and a person who give the offer who become promiser. So same word in section 5 dealing with acceptor, and this question dealing with here promisee, but the same thing is there. So according to this question, answer is here option A. The acceptance can be revoked at any time before the communication of acceptance is complete against the promisee, but not there afterward. So answer here option A. Now come to another question. Question number 27. A proposal stand revoked. So proposal stand revoked. This question is related to section 6. Section 6 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. Section 6 dealing with revocation how made. So section 6 dealing with revocation how made, this thing here, and first condition is the revocation is by notice. So first condition is revocation is by revocation, notice of revocation, and second condition is there, but second condition not described in question, so I write here second condition here, the lapse of time in, so this is very important line here, lapse of time prescribed in such proposal for the acceptance. So lapse of time, you remember this word is lapse of time by notice of revocation, and second is lapse of time. Third one is failure of acceptor. These keywords are very important. If you have any notebook, so you should write on notebook. First important keyword is the notice of revocation, second one lapse of time, and third one is failure of acceptor, and fourth point here, the death insanity of proposer and to be the knowledge of acceptor. And so this thing is provided in section 6. And now come to the question here, option A here, by the communication of notice of revocation by proposer. Option B, by failure of acceptor to fulfill the condition precedent. Option C here, by death or insanity of proposer to the knowledge of acceptor, and option D, all of the above. So our answer is here option D. So all these conditions are valid for the proposal revoked. Now question number 28. So 28 here, a proposal can be accepted. So this question is the proposal can be accepted is provided in section 8 of Contract Act. The Contract Act section 8 dealing with acceptance by performing condition or receiving consideration. So the proposal is accepted by the performing of the conditions or receiving a consideration. So this thing is provided in section 8. Section 8. Now question here, option A, by notice of acceptance. Option B, by performance of condition of proposal, and option C, by acceptance of consideration for the reciprocal promise. So all these conditions are valid for the proposal can be accepted. So valid for the proposals accepted. So these conditions are appropriate. So our answer is here option D. Question number 29. The enforceable agreement are the one. So this question is directly related to section 10. Section 10 of Indian Contract Act. Section 10 dealing with what agreements are contract. This is very important, most important section, one of the most important section of the Contract Act. Now we discuss here. So section 10 dealing with what agreements are contract. So first of all agreement are contract if they follow these things. So first thing is the consent to be free. So consent is free. The parties of the contract must be having free consent without any enforcement, threat and promise, these things. So consent to be freed. So this first point here. And second condition is competent party, means the party to be competent, means not party to the minor party or unsound party. So these are the party for valid contract, the party to be competent. Now third here, lawful consideration. The consideration of the contract must be lawful. So this is the third condition, and the object of contract is also lawful here. So the object is also lawful. So this is the fourth condition, and fifth condition, not to be declared void. So not declared to be void. So this thing is object is lawful and not hereby expressly declared to be void. These all things is described in section 10, and these are the condition for valid contract. So what agreements are contract? So all agreements are contract if they follow these things. Now back to our question here. So enforceable agreements are the one. First of all, we remember the definition of contract. An agreement which is enforceable by law is called contract. So if these conditions are there, so the agreement is enforceable by law. So such agreement become contract. Now come to focus here our question. Enforceable agreement are the one made by free consent, our first condition. The option 2B here, the party to the contract are competent to enter into an agreement. So there is no minor contract and the unsound mind, these things, and having a lawful consideration. So this is third condition here, and lawful object. So all these are appropriate here. And once remember a last condition, last fifth condition is not hereby expressly declared to be void, but this condition is not available in our question, but all these are correct here. So our answer is here option D. Now question number 30, competency to contract related to option A, age of the parties, option B, soundness of mind of parties, option C, both age and soundness of mind, and option D, intelligence of party. So our answer is here option C, both age and soundness of mind, means the person should be a sound mind person for competent party, and the means the party of the contract must be major, 18-year age should be completed at the time of making contract. So in this question, answer here option C, both age and soundness of mind. Now finish this video, and if you like this video, please click on like button, and if you are not subscribed our channel yet, please subscribe it, and please press the bell icon button which will provide you further notification of our videos. So thank you for watching Indian Judicial Service.